My name's Brock Bentley, and this is Ant-Man, Anatomy of a Scene.
Here's the deal. Just give me the facts.
Just the facts. Only the facts.
Breathe, focus, keep it simple.
There's nothing worse than a 5-minute block of exposition, especially when it can be expressed in another way. Marvel Studios' Ant-Man presents the film's exposition using an unexpected approach, while also conveying the humor of the film. We'll do a close reading of Louise's dialogue with Scott to show how humor and exposition work hand in hand to create a tone that's entertaining and unique, which stands out as one of the hallmarks of the film. So how does tone influence exposition?
Well, I think it's important when you start any movie that everyone on board, behind the camera and in front of the camera, have a clear sense of what the tone of the movie is. And a movie like Ant-Man, it's tricky because there are a lot of things going on. I mean, it's definitely a superhero movie, but really, tonally, the thing that's holding it all together is it really has the beat of a comedy. Like, the movements and sort of the tone of it, it's comedic. And it's something that you can have a very clear idea of what the tone is, but you got to be able to communicate that tone to everybody involved.
Let's just work with that.
Let's first look at the dialogue by itself. Michael Peña's character, Luis, exists mostly for comic relief in the movie. The way he delivers the information to Scott is so funny, we get to see it happen twice in the film. His dialogue, however, sets up the most important part of the movie, Scott becoming Ant-Man. Let's take a listen to the isolated dialogue.
So, he tells me that she's working as a housekeeper now, right? And she's dating this dude, Carlos, who's a shot caller from across the bay. And she tells him about the dude that she's cleaning for, right? That he's like this big shot CEO that is all retired now, but is loaded. And so Carlos and Ernesto are on the same softball team. And they get to talking, right? And here comes the good part. Carlos says, yo, man, this guy's got a big-ass safe just sitting in the basement, just chilling. Of course, Ernesto comes to me because he knows I got mad thieving skills. Of course, I ask him, did Emily tell Carlos to tell you to get to me what kind of safe it was? And he says, nah, dog. All she said is that it's like super legit and whatever's in it, it's gotta be good.
What?
The dialogue is reasonably funny on its own, but just seeing Louise tell us everything wouldn't be as effective comedically as it is when his narration is combined over other people talking. This is done through close-ups of other people, speaking synchronistically with Louise's dialogue to create something we don't see used very often as a film convention. Let's watch and see how much funnier the dialogue is with the visuals.
So I'm at this art museum with my cousin Ignacio, right? And there was this like abstract expressionism exhibit. But you know me, I'm more like a neo-cubist kind of guy, right? But there was this one Rothko that was sublime, bro. Oh my God.
Luis.
Okay, sorry. I just get excited and stuff. But anyway, and Ignacio tells me, yo, I met this crazy fine writer chick at the spot last night. Like, fine, like crazy stupid fine. And he goes up to the bartender and goes, look at the girl I'm with. You know what I'm saying? She's crazy stupid fine, right? And the bartender's all like, yeah, crazy stupid fine. So this writer chick tells Ignacio, yo, I'm like a boss in the world of guerrilla journalism, and I got mad connects with the peeps behind the curtains, you know what I'm saying? Ignacio's like, for real? And she's like, yeah. You know what? I can't tell you who my contact is because he works with the Avengers. Oh, no. Yeah, and this dude sounds like a badass, man. Like, he comes up to him and says, yo, I'm looking for this dude who's new on the scene, who's, like, flashing this fresh tack, who's got, like, bomb moves, right? Who you got? She's like, well, we got everything nowadays. We got a guy who jumps. We got a guy who swings. We got a guy who crawls up the walls. You gotta be more specific. And he's like, I'm looking for a guy that shrinks. And I'm like, damn, I got all nervous because I keep mad secrets for you, bro. So I asked Ignacio, did the badass tell the stupefied writer chick to tell you, to tell me, because I'm tight with that man, that he's looking for him?
And? What'd he say?
He said, yeah.
As you can see, the scene works best with the exposition unfolding through the use of humor. Of course, the second time we see it, important framework is being established for Ant-Man to show up in some capacity alongside the Avengers. This is essential exposition as it relates to Scott moving forward as a character. Overall, Ant-Man is a great movie because of its clever use of humor as it relates to tone and exposition. Singing in the Rain made a great point when they said,